Oh, hi. Sorry, I was looking at my phone. I should be talking to you, right? What are we talking about today, friends? Mindfulness. Yes, mindfulness. So, an interesting topic, and I know you have heard of it and you know. So, let's talk about mindfulness, what it is today. First, welcome to Kafe, and I'm Kiran here, and I know all of you are doing fine. So, friends, what is mindfulness and why it is important to be practicing mindfulness? Mindfulness is simply living moment to moment, being present in every moment, in everything we do. So, living moment to moment is actually, connecting ourselves within and also all around us. So, getting actually conscious of what is happening within, what are we doing, what is happening around us, what is happening in our environment. So, being very conscious about it, being very, being deliberately present. So, initially, of course, why I say deliberately, because we need to actually deliberately practice it initially. Once it becomes part of us, we will actually be practicing it naturally. So, mindfulness, and what is mindfulness? Simply, like I told you, being present from moment to moment. So, in our daily lives, we see that we are multitasking, we are doing so many things, at one point in time. So, actually, are we being mindful of everything? No. It is just become a chore, a routine to just do one thing after the other, and then the office, and then the home, and then the travel, and then the food, and the kitchen, and the friends. So, everything, whatever happens in 24/7, that one day and throughout the week, it actually is on autopilot. Why I say autopilot? Because we are doing things, but we are actually not doing it consciously. So, for example, I give you a very simple example. While eating food, right? Having your lunch, breakfast, dinner, how many of us actually are either using a computer or using a phone, or doing something else, or maybe talking to someone? So, is that right? Yes, it happens. It happens with me also, but I need to really make myself very mindful. Deliberately I focus on what I am eating. So, what happens when we actually are very mindful of what we are eating? So, firstly, we know what we are eating. We can actually savor the taste and the effect the food which actually has on our health and our body. It actually multiplies. And if we are just gobbling down things and we don't know what we are eating, and we are doing something else while we are eating, sometimes while driving we are eating, or so many things. I know life is very busy and we need to balance everything, but if we are mindful at that present moment, we are present at that present moment, it really is going to give you 200% benefit. So, again, mindfulness is actually reconnecting ourselves from within to, I can say, my five senses, your five senses, our five senses, we all have five senses. So, reconnecting ourselves with the five senses, so that I know I am aware of what is happening in my environment. I know I am aware what I see. I can appreciate what I see. I can actually enjoy what I do. Right? So, when I am aware, or when I connect with my five senses, I become conscious. my mind starts working and it's focused at one thing. So I gave you an example of food and things like that. So many things. Simple thing like I'm talking to you. So when I'm talking to you, actually, yes, I'm giving 100% of attention to you. And when you are listening to me, I'm sure you are also giving me 100% attention, right? So this is mindful listening. You are actually, giving yourself. Mindful talking, mindful conversation is happening. Otherwise, it's like too many things at hand and we are not giving 100% anywhere. For example, when we drive a car or ride a bike, how we reach our destination, we don't even actually think, how the car is running. Because it's on our autopilot, our brain is on autopilot, we are so used to driving and we just reach. Similarly, in our daily lives, we are actually doing things on autopilot without even pausing and thinking that what is happening. What am I doing? What am I eating? What am I talking? What am I listening? So many things, we just do it just like that. So being mindful is actually very, very important, especially in these times when you have too much at your hand. So how does mindful help us? It helps us in many ways. Firstly, an overall well-being. It brings you an overall well-being. You feel good. The feel-good factor of being good is always there when we are actually practicing mindfulness. So the feel-good factor, so many, emotional or physical things get sorted out. For example, anxiety. Anxiety, when we are mindful, that anxiety goes away. So many times we get panicky or, anxious about so many things. So that really calms down. People who are actually prone to depression or get depressed or feel sad, they start feeling better because of practicing mindfulness. It's actually a therapy. So internally, it affects the heart. Your BP always remains constant and good, under control. Your mind is focused. You don't have complaints about migraine and headaches and things like that. Overall body works well. There are no aches, there are no pains. Why? Because you are doing small things, one thing at a time, 200% consciously being at the moment. So it's actually connecting with your feelings, your emotions, and your thoughts. Simple. What is mindfulness? Connecting feelings, thoughts, and emotions. And when we are actually, even consciously thinking without any judgment, that is very important. If we keep judging and making, plus and minus and positives and negatives, then again we are stressing. We get stressed out and then we have headache and then we don't feel good. So mindfulness is just being with yourself, just being into that moment, just being with that action which is happening. It may be an external thing happening. You are going for a walk. Just enjoy being there in the surrounding. Maybe you have never noticed a beautiful tree in front of your house. So just focusing on that and saying, oh wow, this was also there. It's so beautiful. Right? So all these small things while walking, while gymming, or, while even with friends enjoying a pizza and, with friends, time with family, spending time with your pet, dog, or whatever pet you have. All these things, when done with full mindfulness, with practicing mindfulness, you will feel that actually you are living your life very beautifully, and it's really going to give you lot of joy, well-being and happiness. So, last thing, how do we practice this? I said it's a practice, right? How do we practice? So, simply, if you meditate for 5 minutes or even more the better. So, if you meditate and just concentrate within, you will see that you are developing that mindfulness. Breathing. So, if you consciously start breathing, you will see that you are actually practicing mindfulness. So, all these small activities like exercise, yoga, walk, run, all these things when we consciously do and take time out for ourselves. This is how initially you will be doing it deliberately, you will be conscious about it. After a while, you will see that this becomes a part of you. You are mindful 24/7. 24 hours, whatever you do, it is going to be there and you are going to be with yourself. And you are going to sleep better. That's another thing which is very, very helpful when you practice mindfulness. So while sleeping, just as you hit the bed, just take a deep breath and just think that, oh, I need a good night's sleep. And you are there. You are not anywhere. Away from the gadgets as well. Away from everything. Just you and your thoughts and your feelings and your physical self. So practice mindfulness. It's really, work wonders. I am doing it myself and I'm feeling the change in myself too. So that's why I said I'll share it, that you start practicing, and there are many meditations available all around. So you can take up any and start just meditating and feeling that how you can just concentrate on be with yourself at that very moment. So that's what I had to bring you today. So thank you so much for following my channel. Do hit the bell and do like the like the button and like button, and also follow my channel. Do comment that how are you liking my videos. So I will see you again next week. Till then, take care. Bye bye.